There comes a time, after all the hard work, all the money spent, that you realize, I just want to drive this thing. I want to throw it around and push it to the limit. I want to see if it'll do what I imagine it can do. I want to see if I can do it too. Enter Rallycross. It's basically autocross on dirt. It's also about as cheap as it gets when it comes to racing events. I paid $60 at my local event, plus $120 for the helmet I bought, but I can use it for future events too. With this being my first time, I knew I had some research to do before the event. The first thing I did was to make sure my car was up for it. That meant inspecting just about everything from fluid to air pressure, bushings, and so on. It's good to get an overview of your car before and after, so you can tell if anything changed during the event. I ended up replacing both diff and tranny fluids since I had yet to do it before. The next thing I did was pack up my car and make sure I was prepared for anything that could happen. I made a list, made sure it was all there, and packed it up as neatly as possible. The next day I was off to the event. Once I got there, it was cool to see it really was grassroots. There was people camping with their families, plus it wasn't all Subarus. I saw Civics, Miatas, and even an old Corolla that looked pretty sweet. After checking in, I had the opportunity to walk the course. This is where I took notes of any dips or rocks that I wanted to avoid. The track was also watered down in between groups to keep the dust low, but this led to puddles and mud spots, which is going to make it really interesting since I was running street tires. After the walk, my group was up. We got a total of 6 runs to try to get the fastest time we could. I had never driven the SUV in these conditions, so it was interesting to see how it handled in the mud. Instantly I realized just how easy it was to break the tires loose, so I went easy on the gas in the beginning until I got comfortable sliding in the turns. There was also a small straightaway where I got her up to second gear and peaked around 40 miles an hour. That's not fast by any means, but man, it was fun. At the end of the day, my fastest time was 77 seconds. The average was around 72, and the fastest guy in the class got 68. On the way home, I had a chance to reflect on my experience. I had a hard time making the car go where I wanted it to go. I wasn't fast enough. I felt slow. If only I carried more speed. If only I was faster. Maybe I'm just not as good as a driver as I thought. Maybe I just need some practice. Maybe next time.